Hello and welcome to another show, English in 5. And today, 6 reasons to learn the passive voice. Let's go. So in English, a sentence is either active or passive. And the vast majority of sentences in English are active. Pilots fly planes. A masked gang robbed the bank on Tuesday. If we put these sentences into the passive, they would become: planes are flown by pilots. The bank was robbed on Tuesday by a masked gang. We use the active sentence to say what the subject does, whereas in the passive sentence, we want to say what happens to the subject. So why do we do this in English? Here are 6 reasons as to why we use the passive. Reason number 1. When the actor is unimportant. Sometimes the object of a sentence is more important or more interesting than the subject, so it makes far more sense to place the emphasis on the object. For example, the house was built in the 19th century. We don't really care who built it. How was your meal? Amazing. The fish was cooked to perfection. When you go to a restaurant, you normally talk about the food, not the chefs. Number 2, when the actor is unknown. Sometimes we don't know who was carrying out the action. We can use words such as someone or the even more elusive they, but it sounds much better when you put it into the passive. My car was stolen. We don't know who stole it. You could say someone stole my car, but then you're suggesting it was just one person and it could have been more. You might find the following sentence in the newspaper or while watching the news. The bank was robbed at 11:30 on Tuesday the 7th. Masked gunmen were caught on CCTV getting into the escape vehicle. We don't know who they are. We just want to talk about the action, the crime that was committed. Number 3, when you want to hide the actor's identity or responsibility. Many mistakes were made. In journalism or report writing, you might not want to apportion direct blame for a problem or a crime or something that happened, maybe because of legal reasons, or maybe you just want to highlight the problem with the process. Likewise, a mystery writer might want to hide the identity of the killer. In a novel, for example, you might want to hide the identity for dramatic purpose. The death threat was typed on an old-style typewriter and signed Rex. Number 4. When you need to add the punch word at the end of the sentence. Famous books, films, paintings, pieces of music, for example, are often described in the passive, especially where we want to draw the attention to the creator. Jaws was directed by Steven Spielberg. Crime and Punishment was written by Dostoevsky. The Starry Night was painted by Vincent van Gogh. Or sometimes we just simply might want to emphasize the agent of the action for another reason. The patient was murdered by his own doctor. You can tell I read and watch a lot of crime, can't you? Number 5. When the focus of the sentence is the thing being acted upon. Insulin was discovered in 1921, and it's still the only treatment for diabetes today. Capital punishment for murder was abolished in the UK in 1965. And finally, number 6, when the passive simply sounds better. Before it goes on sale, the car is given one final polish. If you've ever watched a program called Come Dine With Me in the UK, you'll often hear the narrator referring to the food in the passive. The chicken is then gently fried in oil before being served with potatoes and salad. Although active sentences are generally preferred, the passive can help add variety to your writing. So if you've ever wondered why it's worth learning the passive, now you know. I hope you've enjoyed this quick lesson. You know what to do if you have, and I'll see you next lesson. Bye for now.